Welcome back, Saxo fans. Episode 3. Things are moving on at a reasonable pace, which is good. So yeah, after the last video, I started stripping down a second brake caliper, got everything off. Last thing to do is to remove the old bleed nipple, and it snapped. Pretty standard thing, really. I should have put some WD on it a few days ago and left it, but the other one came out all right anyway. So rather than stress about trying to repair it, I'm going to pick up another second-hand unit. They're pretty cheap, so going to wait for that to come before I can rebuild the other one. So in the meantime, I'm going to carry on with pulling the rear apart. So I've already whipped the fuel tank out today. Luckily, it didn't have much fuel in it from when I drove it back. So stuck 5 litres in the daily, and yeah, so that's out already. So that needs a good clean up. Looks in pretty good condition. All came out pretty straightforward. Nothing worrying. So I'm going to clean that up, clean up the fuel filling neck pipes, and wait for that. And then, of course, the rear beam to come back from Steph. The whole aim being that I can undercoat the rear. So I'm going to effectively the front of the fuel tank is going to be where I'm going to stop for now. So I want to get all that cleaned up. So the content of this video is going to be me underneath the car, getting it ready to apply underseal. So yeah, let's get cracking, shall we? Right, here we go then. Here's the filler neck. It's pretty nasty. We'll get this looking good again, hopefully. So I've just blocked off the orifices with tape and a rubber glove. So yeah, I've just got some hot soapy water, some degreaser, heavy duty stuff from Screwfix, like £8 for 5 litres. Really good stuff. So yeah, if you want things degreasing, it's great. Some stiff brushes and a hose. So let's get to it. There we go, looking pretty good. Got all the crap off it anyway, so I'll get it dried and then we'll stick on some like black plastic protection. Yeah, nice, happy with that. Alright, now it's clean. I'm going to apply like a black plastic protector. I'm going to go for this stuff, Auto Glim Bumper Care. It's good stuff this, I've had it for a long time and use it quite a lot. If you've got any like black plastics and stuff like that, it puts like a bit of protection on them, and yeah, it looks nice as well. It comes up all right. So we'll give it a go. Might need a few coats of this because I imagine it's going to be pretty worn. So let's see what happens. Right, so there we go. As you can see, it's really difficult to see black stuff on camera, but you can see underneath, you know, it looks generally a bit sort of tired, and then if we flip it over, generally looks a bit better. You won't see any of this, of course, but I'll know it's all done. So yeah, anyway, I'll carry on with that, and we'll move on to the fuel tank next.
I would flow.
There we go, tank cleaned. Topside wasn't too bad, just a bit of general dirt, but the underside was really oily because the engine's got an oil leak, which obviously I'll get to later. But yeah, tank's cleaned off. I'll give it a go over with the same stuff that I put on the filler pipes, and yeah, it's basically ready to go back in. I think it looks pretty good, way tidier than what it was. We need to get a new rollover valve because this one's got a snapped pipe on it, which is why I haven't cleaned it. But yeah, that's no big deal. There we go. Oh, so cold. So, to battle the cold and the weather, I bought a new canopy, car cover type thing for the project. So I had a gazebo that I bought off eBay that like fell apart before I even put it up. It's ridiculous. So spent a bit more money and bought a proper car cover. So going to put it up, and then at least we can work when the weather's poor. It's been snowing this week, so it's completely stopped all action. So let's get it going. Right, I was going to show you a time lapse of me building the car cover, gazebo, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's been so cold and so windy that, to be honest, nobody wants to watch me struggle with a gazebo for 2 hours. Anyway, so I'll give you a quick whip round it. It's made a massive improvement to the working environment. So anyway, let's go around it and have a look. Here we go. So it's quite big. I'm sure the missus loves having this massive white monstrosity down the side of the house, but anyway, it's got doors both ends, which is great. It's currently all anchored to the floor, which I might have to improve. So yeah, still plenty of room to work down the back, but as far as gazebos go, it's pretty good. Decent sized poles, which is the most important thing. Nice and firm and tight and sturdy for the wind. And then down the front, another door, same as the back. Decent amount of room at the front. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the size. It's now just whether how weatherproof it is. Time will tell. So next job is on to stripping down the underneath for underseal. So I'll show you what I'm going to do for that next. Right, welcome to the underside of a Saxo, a marvel of technology. So if you cast your mind back to video 1, I spoke about these nylon discs. I'm going to hit the underside with this and see how it comes out, and try and get it all in primer, try and get the whole thing in primer, and then I'll do all of the underseal in one go. That's the plan anyway, so let's see how this turns out. Got my specs on for all the crap that's going to fall off, and I'll stick my ear defenders on. So I won't show you all of this because it'll be so boring to watch, but I'll show you a little brief clip, and then I'll also show you what I've done on the arches as well. So let's go to it. So, a good advanced preview there of what it's going to look like. I'll give you a bit of a close-up if I can. Yeah, so fresh metal, looks good. I'll obviously get that primered up as fast as possible so the rust don't settle in, but from the look of it, someone's already put a layer of paint over this in the past, and then you've got the original under seal on there as well, so looking pretty good. But it happens quite quickly with those wheels. They're dead good because they don't take the metal away. So yeah, I'll jump over now and have a quick look at one of the arches and see how that goes, because I imagine there's a bit more detritus in there that probably be a bit harder to get off, so let's see how that goes. Alright then, ladies and gents, that's why you wear safety glasses. It's funny. God. Right, so you saw me do some of the arch. I carried on with a little bit afterwards, and I bit it with some etch primer for now, just to stop it going off again. I've still got loads more to do, but I just thought I'd call it there for today's video. Yeah, you don't want to watch me time lapse of the whole of this car underneath. It's just going to be so dull for you to watch. So I'm going to carry on with that over the next week or so, and yeah, hopefully I'll have some more interesting content for episode 4. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again next time.